The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from South Florida. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
The Washington legend, Mike, I like describing as a bit of a sniper in the pocket. He's got that strong arm. He's capable of pushing the ball anywhere he wants downfield. And then he pairs it with elite ball placement. I mean, that combination, it leads to some beautiful looking throws. Now, he has to clean up some of the technical issues, as well as his ability to go through his progressions faster. With all that being said, if he continues to progress, I think we're looking at one of the best quarterbacks in the league as the year progresses.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They send Evans in motion. Here comes the third-year man out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That's caught by Greg Olsen. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this.
Let's end this job with a 6-0.
Tear it out here, fellas.
All right, let's get some yards, boys. Get some points on the board.
2nd and 11. Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And that one incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
3rd and a yard. He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. Going to go right back to Henry. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 11 yards as they move the chains. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Miami.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain, fresh set of downs.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Jackson. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some...
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. From the gun, it's Penix. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So just a couple of field goals through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our score at the break. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. A safe kick taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. Inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big one there to start the second half. A pickup of 44 yards.
I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action now. Jackson. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Miami.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Dolphins move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll throw on first down with Penix. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Play action. It's Penix. He'll get this complete to Walker. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. We'll try and run it with Walker. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down. Up past the 40-yard line. Tight end going in motion here. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Third and long. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. That's fielded at about the 18. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And coming up.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's first and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Second and long. Now Penix. There's a short one caught by Olsen. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
So here it is, 4th down and 10. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Fourth down, and here's Penix. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll go again here with Henry. Timeout Seahawks, that is their 2nd. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Here's Henry. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. On the handoff, it's Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed him the most.
And he'll be taken down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
First and goal, and it's Henry. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Well, Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. This is 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here we go. One final play. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.